Somebody asked the question, do I have an opinion about getting a home loan through a traditional bank or a credit union? If I'm being completely honest, I do have opinions, but I will keep most of them to myself. Why? Because they're opinions. And like anything else, when there's this many people in the industry, whether they're mortgage bankers, brokers, traditional bankers, there's good and bad. At any company, there's good and bad, right? And there's probably a lot of people fall in the middle. So there's a difference between great, terrible, and meet in the middle. I think as a whole, I like to believe people are good. I like to believe that mortgage professionals are good. So when it comes to using banks or credit unions, what I will say is a lot of times, not all the time, but there are many instances where the individual helping with your mortgage works at a bank or works at a credit union, and they happen to do more. They do mortgages. That's their department. Whereas you might find other sections like mortgage bankers, you might find more career type professionals. I'm not saying that's all the time. I'm not saying it's always. I don't have any stats to back that up outside of just my immediate circle and people I know and people I talk to. I have wonderful friends that run credit unions, that work at credit unions and work at banks and run banks. Awesome. I got wonderful friends that run the other side. So the answer to the question, should you look at a bank or credit union? I would say if you have a relationship and like, and trust somebody, whether it's bank, credit union, mortgage banker, broker, I would talk to somebody somebody you like, somebody you trust, and just ask them really good questions. Ask them, how long they've been in the business, how many loans and families do they help per year, what do they think is going to happen with rates? Because honestly, some of these answers, it doesn't matter what they answer, it just matters how they answer. It matters what they say. They need to have an opinion on the market. It may not be right, but they at least need to tell you and be able to convey what they think is going to happen or why it's going to happen, or at least show that they're up and with it, as opposed to just order takers. And that goes for any company, mortgage servicer, call center, whatever. Work with an expert. That's what I'm going to tell you. It doesn't matter what, because you can put me in the bank or credit union, and I'm still going to be the same me, right? So whether I'm a broker or a banker, whatever, I don't think there's this blanket like how do or don't. I will tell you again, I have some opinions, but the reality is, I think as a whole, it matters so much more about the person and the professional you're working with, and then their team, their processes, and support level. So hopefully, I'm not trying to dodge the answer. It's just, as you can tell, there's no definitive like do this or don't do that. I would say just work with a professional that has your best interest at heart. That's my answer. If you disagree or have questions or want to reach out, you can find us at mortgagemark.com. And as always, when you think mortgage, think Mark.